Oh, that's super shaky. I don't like this at all. Hey, gang. Cam with the Globe. So I'm trying a new product out. It's called StreamYard. It allows me to do some fun, cool stuff that I haven't quite figured all out yet. Still working on all that. Uh, but impromptu live, mainly to test. Because I'm pretty sure there's a way I can do banners as well. Ah, okay. I gotta change a lot of stuff apparently. Uh-huh. Still working on all this stuff. Oh, I got two people here now. Uh-oh. Better get on it. So yeah, I'm just sort of testing out StreamYard, trying to do something new. Thought I'd throw it alive for the end of year stuff. Um, End of year wrap up. Pretty much the whole thing is revolved around MGM selling Mirage to Hard Rock. As of December 16th, Hard Rock has officially taken over the full operations of MGM Mirage, now just Mirage, soon just to be Hard Rock. They've announced that for the next 18 months, year and a half, there will be no changes. The staff was really happy to hear that. A lot of people connected with MGM or to Mirage. Sorry, it's going to take me a while not to say MGM Mirage. So, kind of neat thing. The other day, I was cleaning up my junk and I found my player's card from MGM Mirage. This is probably 2000, 2002 area, um, in that range for when they started issuing those cards. So that's a vintage card. So anyway, Mirage becoming Hard Rock, bought by the Seminole Tribe, who owns the Hard Rock brand. They do a good job. They do a great product. They have Hard Rock Tampa, a few other properties. They have done a great job with those. They are very profitable, very great management company. I think they're going to do really well. Some of the changes they've announced. So again, 18 months, no changes at all. Nothing changed for operation wise. You'll probably see a little, some changes here and there on the floor. They're probably going to do a little bit of cleanup and sprucing up. Most likely change out some games as needed. Well, I'm getting a lot of bounce there. Stop bouncing this thing around. So the neat things that are coming, they have announced that they're going to build a huge renovation of the property. It is going to be crazy what they're going to renovate. They're literally going to gut the whole thing and rebuild. Most likely, there's not going to be a huge impact to operations because they want to keep the place running. But in the front, they plan to build a 600 to 1,000 room guitar shaped hotel. Um, it's probably going to be pretty cool knowing their what they like to do with their properties. So I'm pretty sure we're going to get something pretty neat out of that. Um, it's going to have the lights similar to the Luxor going up at the top to be the guitar strings. Real excited about that. Real excited for the Mirage in general getting a revamp. It's been showing its age for a while. Pretty much the Mirage has been forgotten about as a property since Siegfried and Roy's show stopped. It just didn't have an identity anymore without Siegfried and Roy there. I know MGM has done a lot of great things with the property since then, but it just really sort of lost its identity with the Magic Show and Tigers and everything else. So looking forward to seeing those changes to Mirage. I'm a big Mirage fan. I really haven't gambled there much in the last 10 years because of sort of that downhill push into the property. Not Mirage's fault. Really isn't. It's just one of those things that happens to properties. Oh, I got a message from Mark. Damn it, how am I supposed to take this, Mark? Killing me. What is he gonna say? Oh, okay. Mark from Home Slots is messaging me about some other stuff, so of course I jump over there. By the way, I've got comments up here, so if you guys want to hit in a comment, I can test that out and see if I can bring that up on screen and answer some of your questions. So other things about the Mirage they're doing, they're changing out the ceilings, they're changing out the rooms, they're changing out everything. They have really announced that they're going to push a lot into this, like a lot into the revamp and remodel. Really looking forward to it. Some other things that are coming as Plaza is, hey, look, there's Homeslot. Just talking about you, Mark. Got your message, and I was like, oh, hold on a second, let me take that. I'm going to show this. Look, hey, look at that. I can show stuff. My first attempt at StreamYard here. Oh, what's up with the horse? Oh, Roger, got a question there. Wait, what's up the horseshoe? Haven't been in Vegas here months. The exterior lipstick on a pig or interior changes happening. Uh, I was about to lead into that, Roger, so let's go ahead and do that. Bally's is now becoming Horseshoe. They have still removing the names and putting up the new branding, but it is officially Horseshoe inside and out. You may still see Bally's name here and there, but don't put too much into that. Horseshoe is getting a complete Bally's Horseshoe is getting a complete revamp design. Um, Not sure about the exterior yet. I've heard of paint and some redo. Most likely that's going to be the lipstick on the pig, but the inside is going to be a lot of gut and redo. They've already started that process during the World Series of Poker. They removed their poker rooms. Oh, you're fine, Roger. I'm just leading into it. Uh, the poker room is being redone through the World Series of Poker. That was all taken out. Um, I'm very hopeful that they keep a lot of those old school games that we just played with old school slots last time I was there. I think that's really what Bally's is known for is a lot of those three reel games, especially in their high limit area. But look forward to seeing some big revamps, new restaurants, new redesign of pretty much everything on the inside. Maybe a little bit of a lipstick on a pig, but it's going to be a huge remodel. Uh, Everything from going into Okay, I'll get to Mark's question here in a second. Just popped up. Everything's going to be redone on the inside, from the carpet to the ceilings, rooms, everything. Look forward to a brand new brand at Bally's Horseshoe. Try to remember also that Horseshoe in other markets like Shreveport or Mississippi has been a sort of premier brand. It's been an exemplary brand. They've really tried to make it the top brand in that market. Now, Vegas, obviously, it's way harder to do, but look forward to the Bally's Horseshoe remodel being something pretty good. I'm pretty sure they're going to make that a premier property, especially since you got Cromwell across the street. You know, they just gutted Terrible's Gambling Hall and made it Cromwell, and you got Planet Hollywood next to it, or sorry, Paris next to it. So I have a feeling you're going to see a huge upgrade to Bally's and all this. Let's take Mark's questions here. Uh, I heard from another slot channel that all machines will be tightened up for 2023. Do you agree? Uh, the reason this is funny coming from Mark is because he actually puts out videos on his channel about how you cannot change the payout on machines on a whim. It takes work, it takes effort. Quoting out Mark here is what happens is, let's say you want to change the odds on a machine. You have to have one, the permission to do it from the gaming commission. They usually are present when you're doing it because they're the only ones that can open up that box to make that change. They have to certify, sign off on those changes. It's a long process. It's not a switch you flip, it's not a button you push and the odds change. So this is a huge deal to change the odds on any machine. It is, let's just say a casino. Let's just say a casino wanted to change the odds on machines, okay? They wanted to make their games tighter for, let's say, New Year's weekend coming up. Why not make them tighter for that? It's one of the biggest times at Vegas. They shut down the Las Vegas Boulevard. They shut it down. You cannot have any cars. It is packed. Casinos rope off the entrances. You can't get in unless you have a card that says you're staying there. So think how big that is for Vegas to be doing that. So let's say they wanted to change their odds. Just hypothetically, again, they wanted to change the odds at Park MGM. Small casino, not huge. They would have to have started last week to be able to change every single one of those machines in time for New Year's Eve. Then they got to spend a whole week changing them back. It's just not worth it to casino to change those. Mark knows this. He's having fun with me, but it's not worth it. They're going to win in the long run. Remember, they're running a marathon. We're all sprinting, trying to catch up. So just understand, odds change. Hey there, Peggy. Hey there, Linda. How you doing? Welcome. Some more stuff. Back to the downtown for the Plaza, their remodel. Coming along really nice. They've added in the carousel bar. Pretty cool. It's just going to be a bar that rotates around, has a room for like 80 to 100 people. Looking forward to a Plaza remodel again. Plaza downtown has always been sort of that anchor property, if you want to call it that. So I'm really looking forward to their remodel of any kind. Hey there, Susan. How you doing? I'm really looking forward to any kind of remodel that goes along with um, the plaza or anything downtown. Which again, downtown Fremont Street Casino, Fremont Casino. I always say Fremont Street for some reason, but Fremont Casino anyway has a remodel that they're wrapping up now. They expect it to be done by the end of the year. And that was a complete floor remodel. I have not heard anything about rooms yet, but I imagine they probably updated some of those rooms. Um, I don't stay much downtown anymore, but I really like downtown. Um, if you haven't been downtown lately, definitely check it out. It is a blast. I am extremely excited to see some of these older casinos getting a remodel. It's really needed. Four Queens really needs one. I am torn, of course. Bally's smells old. Linda, come on, Bally's is old. Uh, Definitely check out downtown. I like it a lot. I try to go downtown at least once every trip just to see what's new, see what's changed. But I'm glad that they're putting in some revitalization. So Linda K, Valley smells old. Yeah, it's old. It doesn't smell old. It's vintage. It's vintage, Linda. Yeah, buzzword. All right. Uh, Back from Mark. We're definitely going to visit downtown next trip. Okay, so let's lead into this. Myself, home slots. Uh, I've confirmed with Let's Go Hand Pay that they're going to be there as well, and of course, Cowboy Slots. We're all going to be in Vegas. I'm going to be there from the 9th to the 11th of January, so week after next. Um, I think Mark and Brantley will be there the whole week. Let's Go Hand Pay. I know we'll be there for a couple of days, so we're always looking forward to hanging out with you guys. And I would totally love to go downtown with you, Mark. We're going to find those coin slots that I don't think exist because I've read something else that says the coin slots that are downtown are video poker machines and the horse racing machine that they used to have at Caesars and MGM and everywhere. I used to love that game. Sit there with a bucket of quarters and play these mechanical horses going around. They still have them around, but they're ticket in, ticket out Tito machines now. They're still a blast to play. Oh, Roger's asking another question about Horseshoe. Horseshoe will now be a little more expensive now. Considering that Bally's was one of the cheapest places to stay on the strip consistently, generally speaking, you could get Bally's for about $29-$39 a night on some place, midweek, of course. I do expect after the remodel them to be raising those prices quite a bit. I would think that they're not going to be anywhere lower than 100 at this point. Bally's itself has kind of gone above that $100 mark, but definitely look at Paris and Bally's Horseshoe. I gotta get used to saying that. It's good. I've spent my last 26 years gambling at Bally's. It's going to take me probably another 26 years before I stop saying Bally's and say Horseshoe. It's going to take a while. But I do expect it to be more expensive. I'd say online with Paris, they're probably going to have a very similar experience and property with that. So definitely be on the lookout for that. So other stuff coming up. Oh, something else. While we're going to stay for Brantley's birthday party in that January, I'm staying at Aria. Never stayed at Aria before. I'm going to do a special video on that. Get that up probably as I'm flying out that week. Really looking forward to hanging out with all these guys again. We had fun at G2E, but there was just so much going on. It's nuts crazy. Oh, let's see here. Anyway, we can have a meetup. Linda S. I'm gonna say Linda S. because I don't want to mispronounce your last name. Yeah, you're in town, come on down. We'll probably be hanging out with Aria most of the time. Just say, hey, how you doing? And of course, Linda K with all her comps over at Caesar's property. I used to be that way too. I still have quite a few points at Caesar's that I just sort of use up every once in a while now, and eventually just milk them out because I'm not getting any great offers. Something else from the Hard Rock. If you happen to be going to Vegas anytime in 2023, make sure you get your status match. Hard Rock, I've heard, is matching everyone's status. MGM is primarily what I've heard. So if you get gold, platinum, you get their icon status, which is right above their invite only status. I have not heard what Noir gets if you get that invite status only, if they'd match to that. but I have a couple of feelers out there, and I'm gonna try to find out that information when I'm out there in January. I'm working on it, Roger. I'm working on shirts. So I'm still a little baby channel here. If you happen to have been watching my numbers, I've been at 1999 for about a week. Keep going up and down a few. I've hit 2,000 twice this week, yesterday and today, and then it went back to 1999. So I'm gonna wait until I announce 2,000 subscribers till I get to about 2005. Just have a little piss. I'm working on that with the shirts. It's just it takes that upfront investment with that. I can't find a good place that does shirts that I want done because I want the dry wicking fabric. I really like that type of fabric. It's really good, and I want to find some place that can do shirts on demand so I don't have to keep stock. Working on it, Roger. Maybe sometime in 2023. Let's hope for. What? If you find Mark in Vegas at Aria, he will give you $100 in free play. I'm gonna find Mark. I'm gonna find him multiple times. I can go seek. There he is. Oh, Susan's gonna be coming back to G2E. It's gonna be a blast. I'm already looking forward to it. So what's going else new in there? The Final Four is coming to Las Vegas in 2024. That will be held at Allegiant Stadium where they have the Raiders play. Something else that came out news about the Raiders Stadium there, the Allegiant Stadium. It is the number 1 profit-producing stadium in the nation. Apparently, it's not even close. They did $180 million in ticket sales in 2022. The next closest one was SoFi Stadium, and it was not, it was a big gap. It was a good $70 million gap. So that's pretty interesting news too. Yeah, Susan, we're looking forward to party you in Vegas. And Mark's Roger, bring the bag, Mark. That's right. You better bring lots of those because I'm gonna be a hitting markup. I found you. Yeah, I'm gonna do that each time. Something else, the sphere that is going on behind Venetian, we'll call it behind Venetian. Um, that is a big amphitheater that's going up. It is a huge amphitheater, 20,000 seat amphitheater, going to be a light music venue, kind of like a Laser Floyd show, but way more in depth. The resolution of the screen around the sphere on the inside is supposed to have just amazing resolution, like better than your TV at home. So really looking forward to that. I was really skeptical about this as a venue at first because I think, oh, we got the High Roller, you got Allegiant Stadium, you got T-Mobile Stadium, you have plenty of places for concerts. So I was kind of skeptical about this new sphere going in, and they're spending a fortune on it. I think it's already up to $1.5 billion. It's nuts. So I'm looking forward to it. Again, I was skeptical at first, but I think I'd see a show there. I think I would. I think it'd be pretty cool. And Susan wants to see live music, and is that Roger? You're comped at Planet Hollywood. Well, come on, Roger, let's go. Hopefully, Southwest gets all their stuff figured out. Sorry if any of you were impacted by this during your holiday weekend. Southwest is a great airline. It's the one I usually fly almost primarily. But I'm sure you heard by now, because of the way they do business, not having hubs, they're very susceptible to multiple site outages. Hopefully, everyone gets their bags. Hopefully, everyone gets to where they're supposed to go after the holidays and no more plans get canceled. Yep, there you go. Um, okay, so Roger, we'll go in non-Vegas, well, kind of Vegas news. It applies. So here's what happened in a nutshell with Southwest. So Southwest operates on what's called a point-to-point system. They don't have hubs or bases like American Airlines or Delta. So Delta flies out primarily of Atlanta. That's where their main hub is. They also have a hub in Cincinnati and Salt Lake City. So let's say that hub in Atlanta goes out, they would be crippled. You lose 2 hubs, you're crippled. Well, in West's case, they run point to point. So if you're flying to Vegas and your flight comes out of, let's say, Denver, and the plane that was supposed to come to Denver from, let's say, Omaha, never got there, never left, well, now that flight to Vegas can't happen. And that has a chain reaction effect down the line. Multiple planes, multiple travelers are impacted when one flight is canceled. and they had 2,500 flights on Christmas Eve, another 3,000 some flights on Christmas Day, and even today, I believe it was 1,800 flights are canceled, and they've already canceled 1,500 flights for tomorrow, Thursday. So it's just a bad situation that they're working at getting out of. Um, Mark's not a Southwest fan. Uh, I'm a huge Southwest fan. I think they do a great job, but in this case, their model obviously needs a little bit of improvement. This is also having a big part of staffing issues. Most airlines are still working understaffed. I wouldn't say understaffed, but to the point where they don't have as many reserves. If all the airlines were fully staffed on reserves, this really wouldn't be an impact. The other thing is that sort of triple demic kind of hit us all at once, and it pretty much hit everybody. Everyone's been sick, either with flu, RSV, COVID symptoms, whatever you want. It's just that time of year. It's a bad time of year. Um, let's see here. What from Peggy McClure? Have flown Southwest almost exclusively the last 10 years. Yeah. And I've rarely had an issue. And every time I've had an issue, they have really made it right. Their staff has been amazing. I flew roughly 27 flights in 2022 and had no issues at all. One thing I would even come close, wouldn't even say is an issue. I took a flight from Dallas to Jacksonville, Florida. However, the flight was supposed to go through St. Louis. That St. Louis flight was overbooked, and they said, "Hey, I can get you through Houston. Is that cool?" So I said, "Sure." They gave me $800 to fly to Houston and fly to Jacksonville, which I got to Jacksonville an hour earlier. My bag wasn't there. My bag didn't get the transfer off, but it was coming from that St. Louis flight. They gave me $200 to wait an hour to get my bag. That's great customer service. I really appreciate that. Scheduling software is outdated. Yeah, I could probably see that. And I'll agree for the most part with that, Mark. This My problem is I used to fly Delta and I used to fly American, and the staff was just in a bad mood all the time. I don't think one flight attendant was ever in a good mood on American ever. But Southwest, they're happy to work there. Of course, everyone's got a bad day. There's always that one guy who's a little grouchy. But overall, I would say the staff is extremely happy to work at Southwest. Like they feel appreciated and they feel, actually part of the company, which I like hearing as well. Um, I really hope they're able to redo this, especially since I'm flying Southwest on the 8th out to Vegas, and I don't want to miss that. That's true. They are relaxed. It's almost like they're calm and they're used to dealing with it, and they're just good people. Um, I really hope this doesn't impact Southwest, but I do kind of think this will help us, the travelers, through the next part of the year, easily in the first 6 months, because they're going to need to rebuild some of that passenger customer relations back up. And so you're probably going to see some good sales. I'd imagine a lot of those $39 sales are going to come back pretty cheap, pretty quick, even in the wake of inflation and economy and everything else. Okay, getting back to Vegas. So on one of my shorts, or no, it's actually one of my live streams from Vegas from G2E. I walked past this section of shops that's in between, um, uh, drawing a blank now, right there at Planet Hollywood and MGM Grand. Um, it's this section of shops that really is shady. Everyone knows you've been there, you've seen these shops, they're very shady. I personally have had my credit card number stolen at a couple of them. Well, all those are being torn down. They are being renovated. Brand new shops and restaurants are coming in. Really looking forward to that. Uh, really excited. Also, new casino is coming right there on the corner. The place that used to be the Harley Davidson Grill is now Lupe's Tex-Mex whatever grill. A casino is coming right there on the corner, and so that's going to be pretty cool. More information on that in 2023, how it goes. Let's see. Yes, Linda K. Yeah, no first class on Southwest. It's first come, first seating. Um, it's not really a big deal. You board in the order you are. So if you're in A group, you're going to have the seat of your choice. If you're in C group, you're most likely going to be sitting in the center seat. Way it is. Okay, who else has it? Tony Jazz. Hey, hey there, Tony. How you doing? All right. Wings are the wings are first class. Okay, I don't know what that means, Susan, but all right, the wings are first class. Uh, so other things about Vegas going on, the continued renovation of Luxor pyramid rooms. Those are coming along pretty nicely. I have not seen one yet. I hope to see one in February when I'm back there. Um, I'm really interested in the Luxor pyramid working well again. If you've ever been there and stayed there, it used to be awesome. Those days are long since gone, so it needs a huge remodel. Um, what's that? Can we guess? Me and Mommy Life, can we guess your favorite hotel? You shouldn't have a hard time guessing my favorite hotel. I've stayed there enough. I talk about it enough. But if you want to throw out a guess, pretty sure you can. Pretty sure it'd be pretty easy to grab. Hey, me, Mommy Life. It's great to see you. If you haven't followed her stream, she does some pretty good stuff, especially on Instagram, where she does her munchies of the day. It's pretty good. Yep, there it is. Mark jumped all over it. Park MGM. Non-smoking. I like it. I like non-smoking. I like the feel of the casino. And I used to hate it at Monte Carlo. I used to avoid Monte Carlo a lot. So it's weird that now I'm going into the place that I avoided so much. But they've done a great job, especially with the Nomad Hotel, that boutique hotel attached to it. Really happy with it. New convention center, new hotel, non-gaming is going in as well. It will be near the airport. No casinos, no nothing, just conference rooms, non-smoking, full facility, all that. So no clue when that's going to open up. My guess would be construction will start in 2023, probably open up in like 2024, 2025. But no gaming is kind of interesting for any property in Las Vegas. So my imagination is that they're going to push toward business travelers and people who, I don't know, don't gamble. I guess that's a thing. I mean, I'm sure there are. Don't know any of them. Flamingo all day. I love Flamingo, the history around it and all that. I've spent a lot of time there. The problem is the last time I stayed there, it was when those Go rooms, the pink and white rooms, were fairly new, renovated. That's why I stayed there. Literally had one bad experience room after another. Get there around 11 o'clock at night on, you know, a Wednesday or Thursday. First room I get, the AC is leaking. It is just dripping water on the floor. It had been dripping water on the floor for days because there's a huge puddle. Okay, new room. Next room. Not only does it reek of smoke, there's a cloud of smoke in the room, a cloud of cigarette smoke, and there was no one in the room. New room after that. I cannot make this up. Someone was in the room throwing up on the bed. I was I didn't even know if I should say something to them, so I just went back downstairs and said, "You gotta move me. I'm not doing this again. Move me somewhere else." So they moved me over to Caesars, thankfully, because that was horrible. Um, that's my Flamingo story. I like the property, I still do. I love the history around it with Bugsy Siegel. I love the fact that so much has gone on there. A lot of properties in Vegas are sort of going away. That history is going away. Um, you know, Sahara is now like the oldest property on the strip. Next, you have Caesar, Circus, Flamingos. So I'm kind of I'm kind of sad that a lot of these things are going away and making room for bigger, better casinos. So I'm excited that downtown is getting that remodel. Oh, and Peggy McClure here is partial to South Point. Yes. Um, Maybe because I spent too much time bowling there. But I used to love to stay at Four Queens. Four Queens is a fun place to gamble. We used to have $3 blackjack all the time. You could sit there with that big thing of dollar coins you won from slots and play blackjack for hours and hours. Um, so something about South Point. Next time you're there, try their breakfast, their brunch. Apparently, it's supposed to be fantastic. I've heard a lot of people saying it is just amazing right now. Stayed at Four Queens many years ago. I I really enjoy Four Queens because of that history. You kind of, uh, you kinda, like, feel the history when you walk into Four Queens. Oh, I mean, Mommy Life again, Rio is closing. So Rio is not closing technically. The Hyatt has bought Rio. If you're aware, Hyatt and MGM have a very strong partnership. Um, I wouldn't say for sure that that's gonna be a thing, but the Rio itself, the Rio needs to go away. The Rio needs a huge remodel. They've needed it for a good 15 years. There's Rio has just sort of gone downhill so bad, it's sad. Once they stopped the Mardi Gras show, which was awesome, if you have not seen that show, look on YouTube for the Rio Mardi Gras show. It was the Mardi Gras in the sky. It was just great. The parade in the sky was awesome. Their buffet used to be number 1, number 1 buffet, and now look at it where you can see some of these videos out there of homeless people sleeping in the casino. Um, Whole entire sections of the casino are just vacant. It has really gone downhill quite a lot, and I'm really looking forward to the Hyatt coming in. I would really like to see it stay the Rio. I'd kinda like to be it restored to its old glory, but I foresee Hyatt changing that brand completely. The one thing I do really like about Rio is that all their rooms are suites, so they're really nice, especially in that tower, if you get to stay there. I've had a room bigger than my house. It's nuts. Uh, 2 full master bedrooms, a bath that's as big as, someone's regular room, um, sitting area, dining area, bar area, and I'm like, "I'm just one person, and I'm in this room." It's still fun. Yeah, exactly, Roger. Feel attacked, stayed at Rio lots, yeah, always for free. It's a great property. It's off the strip, so it never got great, but as soon as they stopped that, Harrah's to Oh, oh, I'm back. Okay, sorry about that. Technical difficulty. Forgot to put the phone on airplane mode, so, got a call. Um, yes, Peggy, the Mardi Gras was amazing. It was always something going on. Um, so just yes, Susan, they used to have a great buffet, and I'm hoping to get, home slots over to the Caesars buffet because I don't believe he's tried that before, and that is the best buffet right now. So, internet yeah, pay my internet bill. Also, still got used to get StreamYard. I'm gonna have to ask you and Brantley some questions about this on the setup and everything. I know it can do a lot, but I just haven't put that much into it. Uh, all right, gang, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Thanks all for dropping in, saying hi. Uh, Gave a quick info, got some great experience on this StreamYard, and I think it's gonna be pretty fun. As soon as I set it up some more, I'll do another live. Probably going to do a live from Vegas, probably include Mark there. I don't know if I can chase him down or not. We'll see. But I look forward to seeing you soon. Have a safe and happy new year. If you're staying at home, be safe. If you're traveling, make sure you got backup plans just in case your flights get canceled. All right. Take care, everyone. Gamble smart, gamble safe.